So here's the deal. I thought it would be a cool story to spend the day with Maricopa County Search and Rescue. I figured I'd interview somebody about how to find people, take some pictures, send some tweets. Here's what happened in just the couple of hours that I hung out with these guys. Here's the guy that took me to see that and more. MCSO Deputy Christopher Pittman, nearly 20 years in law enforcement, the last 7 of those as a coordinator for Maricopa County Search and Rescue, for the 4th largest county in the country. That means if one of Maricopa County's over 4,200,000 people go missing, somewhere in the over 9,200 square miles of land and just under 100 square miles of water, he's one of 7 that coordinate the various land, water, and air teams to conduct the search. Teams of elite mountain rescue, canine teams, man tracking teams, there's Arctic rescue teams, they go out in the snow, there's rope teams conducting searches from the sides of mountains and more. We're here on a holiday weekend, so it's busy and covered with law enforcement.
Today we have Game and Fish here, AMR ambulance service, of course the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office is here in force. We
were headed towards a missing 80-year-old hiker, but she was found, so we headed to Canyon Lake for a drowning call. It's normal for law enforcement to cover more than one patrol, and Pittman is also assigned to Lake Patrol. By the time we made it, the call was over, so we headed out for a trespassing call with Deputy Mike Stedman, who was there during the drowning call. He says alcohol is usually a factor.
I think that's most of it, is that people think that they're not to the level of intoxication that they are, and they make bad decisions and slow reactions, and that causes problems out here.
Apparently the man was out swimming and went under. His daughter pulled him out.
When I pulled up, everybody's like, he's blue, he's blue, he's blue.
Stedman is assisting Tonto National Forest Officer Carlos Smith. Smith is the one performing chest compressions. Stedman tells Carlos to stop. They roll him on his side to get the water out. Once the man was breathing, he's airlifted out.
He's breathing. Hang on. We got a heartbeat.
A happy ending. Tonto National Forest Officer Carlos Smith saved a life, and they all acted like it was normal.
I don't think that it's ever necessarily normal, but I mean, it's what we do. That's why we're out here. That's what makes this job worth it, is when you can do stuff like that.
One of the biggest components of search and rescue, air support. They've touched down, ducked down, and let's go. I'm greeted by MCSO Deputy Andy Bond, Tactical Flight Officer.
How difficult is it at night to find such a small target with so much land to cover?
It can be difficult, but a cell phone is a lifesaver, because with our night vision goggles, just opening up their cell phone, we can see that from 3 or 4 miles away easy. If they don't have a cell phone, it is much more complicated, because then we're having to get much lower, and we're really trying to differentiate using our FLIR, the heat signatures. And in the summertime, everything's hot, so it's much more difficult.
What are some of the craziest calls you guys have been on?
Recently, we took a girl off the Superstition Mountains. That was an all-night call. The terrain was so steep, we could only hover to unload our guys. It was at night. You had to get a paramedic up there to stabilize her, because she was deteriorating pretty fast. That was a difficult one.
Tell me about the importance of having this crew and how it adds to the search and rescue effort.
Well, obviously this is our fastest response. If somebody's really in trouble in the desert, we want to get to them quick. This is the way to do it.
From plucking lost, stranded hikers and campers off of Ridge Mountains to scouring the desert to find people before they succumb to the elements. It's just another piece of the Maricopa County Search and Rescue team. And this pilot flying me around is the same daredevil pilot that saved that woman off of the mountain ridge. It's probably why a certain reporter got a little, airsick.
Might have to tap out.
Oh, really? Not doing good?
Not doing good. I tried. That was off record, too.
Sure, off the record. An adventure for me, but just a day in the life for them. Corbin Carson, KTAR News.